Welcome again to Triathlon BC's Free Speed Series. I'm Provincial Coach Kelly Guest. In this video, we're going to do mounting phase 2. I'm not wearing my running shoes anymore. I've got just sock feet on. My shoes are tied up onto the bike, ready to go at a transition. Now, if you're wondering about how to do the shoes, we've done that in an earlier video, so I would encourage you to go back there and pick up the tips and tricks on how to do this effectively. Now, I'm only going to be able to do one or two maybe mounts before those elastics break, depending on whether I put my feet on the pedal or not. So we're going to move past the last video where we were in running shoes and just trying to get onto the saddle to now no running shoes attached to the bike, getting onto the saddle, and then finding those pedals. The one thing we're not going to do in this video is try and get our feet into the shoes. We're just going to get our feet on top of the shoes for this video. Again, getting your feet in is later down the road, so to speak. Okay, so we're going to walk along, same skills we were using before, right? We can use our steering the saddle or the bike with the saddle, hand, lean the bike, and I push off. I want to make sure I can still do that without getting a skip in it. Okay, now this time once I've got that push off the ground, now I'm going to set my feet on the pedals or on the shoes, and the elastic should break as soon as I pedal. I push off, I got my good glide, I can put my feet on and snap go the elastics. And I'm off and riding. Okay? Now, this is something that I see a lot. There's a shoe dragging and somebody you hear that noise of the shoe dragging, and it seems to instill fear in people. That's not a bad thing, because what I can do is if I hear that noise, I know one of my shoes is dragging on the ground. So all I have to do is just step on that shoe, I get it off the ground, and then I come under the other shoe and hook it up. So again, I'm going to show you how I do that. When in an ideal world, if my elastics break, my shoes are hanging on the bike like this, and they'll always hang toe side up, heel side down, and with this little bit of an angle. So in order to get my foot on it, if I step on this side, I'm going to grind the shoe right into the ground as soon as I press it down. I want to keep my shoe dangling like that, come up underneath it, and it'll flip right under my foot. So again, I'm on the saddle and I come up and flip it under my foot. Okay, I would encourage you to practice this a little bit. Practice without the elastics as well. The elastics, you want them for race day. That's free speed. But if on race day, as you leave transition, it's a bumpy surface or somebody knocks your shoe and the elastic breaks, you still want to be able to do it without elastics. So it looks a lot like this. As I'm going along, I steer my bike. I get one hand on the bars, two hand on the bars to lean the bike, and then I come up underneath the shoes and find the pedals. Again, so as I'm riding, I can do that. I set my shoes back up, and I can just come up underneath the pedals, underneath the shoes, and find them. Okay, so I'm going to do that again, a little faster this time. So I've got my little jog on. I've eliminated that skip from the earlier videos. I'm on the bike. I find one shoe, then I find the other shoe. And that's an important skill when we're doing this. Find one shoe, then find the other shoe. If I try and do both at once and I miss them, I might end up in a situation like this, where my shoe is touching the ground, and if I put my foot on that pedal, it's going to stop my bike, wreck my shoe, and possibly pop the back wheel up. It'll definitely make me lose my momentum, and momentum is all free speed. So as we go running along, we want to find our hands, hand lean the bike, mount, and then we want to find one pedal, then the other pedal. And that's how we do the flying mount with our pedals attached. Practice lots. That's how you capitalize on your free speed. Capitalizing on your free speed will let you better express your fitness on race day. Till next time, have fun, keep practicing.